Hi guys, welcome to session 2 of air carbon arc cutting and gouging. Okay, when you complete this, you'll be able to describe how to set up, safely operate, and care for air carbon arc cutting equipment. You describe how to prepare the equipment and the work area for air carbon arc cutting. You will describe how to wash and gouge metals and describe how to care for air carbon arc cutting equipment. Performance task and to prepare the work area, use the equipment, and perform storage and housekeeping activities. Okay. Concentric cable requires a special fitting. We kind of looked at that in the last one, some of the special fittings on the ends of the cables. They're going to be sold that way. It does make it difficult to make repairs. So you do want to be careful and care for your equipment. Okay. That allows it to be connected to both the air source and the welding power source. So here's a little closer look at that. We have the cable lug with the air connector and then a protective boot that slides over all of that. That's what the end of our air carbon arc cutting setup looks like at the shop as well. Okay, operating this, the air carbon arc cutting equipment. Verify safety of work area, set the needed compressed air source pressure and the desired pressure to the welding machine, open all air valves and briefly depress the torch valve to test, adjust welding machine polarity and current, don PPE including the welding hood and welding gloves. Okay, attach the welding machine workpiece clamp to the workpiece, depress the air valve on the torch, position the electrode at a 55-degree push angle with the air jets directed towards the space between the electrode tip and the workpiece. Initiate the arc by briefly touching the workpiece. Keep the electrode near the workpiece to maintain the arc. Keep the arc short. Actually, what will happen as you're doing this, if you go along and don't continue to push, it'll actually kind of gouge until it just doesn't jump the gap anymore. So it kind of just stops working. For washing, typically a 55-degree push angle. Electrode should be directed under the electrode tip. Weave the electrode from side to side, a far broader pattern than gouging. We're mainly just going to gouge so that you guys get the basics of what we're doing here. Okay, for gouging, you're going to advance rapidly for a shallow groove, more depth, more shallow, more slowly for greater depth, increase current settings, also increase depth. Slight side-to-side motion makes a wider groove, as does a wider electrode, 55-degree push angle and 0-degree work angle. I will demonstrate this when we set this up. Equipment care, close all air source valves, bleed pressure from hoses and welding machine, disconnect power supply, and neatly store cables, hoses, and accessories. Return unused electrodes for proper storage, clean work area, and sweep up debris. Never attempt service or maintenance of any type while the machine is connected to a power or air source. Laboratory, we'll take care of this in class. I'll demonstrate all this for you. All right, guys, please remember to complete the quizzes and the trade terms quiz and prepare for the module exam. We will have a Kahoot prior to that. Thanks.